Facilities Planning and Management to order. We will take up the following items for approval. Action item 1A is the approval of the minutes of the June 29th, 2025 meeting. I move the approval of action item 1A. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Item 1A approved. I will now like to address action item 1B, the policy calendar. Policy item 1B1 is a resolution to authorize construction for the athletic facility and ADA upgrades at Medgar Evers College. I now call on Vice Chancellor Mohammed Attallah to provide further background.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Athletic Center and the ADA upgrades project include renovations and new construction to improve accessibility, modernize facilities, and bring approximately 35,000 square feet of space in the building into a state of good repair. Components of the upgrade include renovating ADA-compliant bathrooms, a new 6,400 square feet fitness center and training room with new equipment and locker rooms. There will be additional upgrades to the plumbing, HVAC, and electrical system. Construction is anticipated to commence in January 2026 and be substantially completed by July 2027. The program management agreement requires DASNY to comply with and report on the applicable MWBE and SDVOB goals. Thank you.
Okay, I move the approval of policy item 1B1. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Item 1B1 approved. Policy item 1B2 is a resolution to authorize infrastructure upgrades at LaGuardia Community College. I now once again call on Vice Chancellor Mohammed Attallah to provide further background on this item.
Thank you, Chair. The LaGuardia Center 3 building, constructed in 1913, is a 9-story, almost 800,000 square feet facility required by CUNY in 1996. It currently houses classrooms, faculty and administrative offices, cafeteria, and student spaces on floors 1 to 4 and floor 7. To support future expansion and growth and to use the underutilized spaces on the 5th and 6th floors, the building's infrastructure must be upgraded to accommodate increased loads and modernize the entire system. This will include upgrade to the cooling system, HVAC, electrical, fire systems, and finishing, and bringing a considerable part of the building to a state of good repair. This project is anticipated to commence in November 2025 and be substantially completed by July 2027. DASNY, once again, will comply with and report on the applicable MWBE and SDVOB goals. Thank you.
Okay. Policy 1B2 is a resolution to, I move the approval of 1B2. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Please.
Yes, I just wanted to note for the record that my colleague and I, Professor Coughlin, did contact faculty governance leaders at LaGuardia, and they were all very much in favor of moving forward with this one.
That's good to know. Thank you. Always good to hear. Going forward, do I have a second? And we just discussed any discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any opposed? Abstentions? Item 1B2 approved. Policy 1B2 is I now call on, I move the approval of policy item 1B3. It doesn't have, okay, I see it now. Policy 1B3 is a resolution to authorize construction for Queens Hall Library renovation at Queens College. I now call on Vice Chancellor Mohammed Attallah to approve further background on the item.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Queens Hall Library renovation will bring to a state of good repair and modernize approximately 22,000 square feet of library space on the lower level and the first floor to house new offices, suites of staff support areas and related functions. This will allow to vacate a currently leased space and move to an underutilized space at the college and bring it up to a state of good repair. The phased schedule for this project will ensure that the lower level will be available for occupancy ahead of full completion, allowing tenants to vacate the leased space before the July 31st, 2026 lease expiration date. Construction is anticipated to commence in October 2025 and be substantially completed by September 2026. CUCF will manage this project and will comply with and report on the applicable MWBE and SDVOB goals. Thank you.
I move the approval of policy item 1B3. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Item 1B3 approved. Policy item 1B4 is a resolution to authorize construction for library expansion phase. Is that 2 or 3?
2.
Phase 2.
Okay. At LaGuardia Community College. I now call on Vice Chancellor Mohammed Attallah to provide further background on this item.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This project aims to modernize the library space and upgrade the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems for the E-building to support the library expansion and renovation. This project also includes demolition and reconstruction of walls, installing new ADA-compliant restrooms, replacing windows and lighting, and upgrading HVAC and life safety systems. And this work will bring about 26,000 square feet of space and its supporting infrastructure to a state of good repair. This project is anticipated to commence on November 15, 2026, and be substantially completed by June 30th, 2027. CUCF will manage this project and will comply with and report on the applicable MWBE and SDVOB goals. Thank you.
Okay. I move for the approval of item 1B4. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Yes, please.
Again, our colleagues at LaGuardia were super excited about the library expansion, including HVC updates and, of course, ADA-compliant bathrooms.
It is good that it is being pursued and performed, and good to hear that the LaGuardia is very optimistic
Yeah.
about the project, so thank you for letting us know. Okay. So with that, do we have a move to the approval of item 1B4? Do I have a second?
Second.
And policy item 1B4, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Item 1B4 approved. Just for item 1B5, we move to lay over the policy item 1B5, and that will get a determination as to the next time that it'll be on the calendar regarding that. Okay? With that,
You need a second for that motion,
okay, well,
for this one.
item 1B5, it is a resolution to authorize a new dormitory at 2530 Grand Concourse in the Bronx, New York, for Lehman. I now call on Vice Chancellor Mohammed Atala to provide further background on this item.
So I'll take that, Madam
Sure.
Chair. We're asking for, we're asking for this resolution to be pulled, for the simple reason that we got some better terms, that's gonna be more favorable to the college. And, we're gonna have a further conversation with, this college president to make sure that he is comfortable with these terms, and we will be bringing back this resolution shortly back to the board, because we believe this is a great project for the college as they're looking to expand the recruitment efforts. So with that, we ask that you just lay it over until we finalize those terms.
Sure. With that, do we have a second?
Do we need to make a motion to remove it from the agenda?
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
So moved and second.
Second.
Any discussions on the item this time? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Items so moved. With no more items on the agenda, I move to adjourn this meeting. All
Second.
right, do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Madam
Any
Chair.
opposed? Meeting adjourned.